So at the time recording this video, this is video number 1004 on this YouTube channel. Yeah, we have reached the 1000 video plateau. Unbelievable. I mean, like, it's crazy to think that I've made 1,000 videos over the past 3 years. It's just crazy to think. You never think that you reach a milestone like that. I didn't think I'd reach a milestone like that when I first started out. But here we are. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm still pretty blown away that I've made that many videos in such a short amount of time. It's actually crazy. So just some channel stats here. Over the total views through 1,000 videos is 151,298. That really might not be that good compared to other channel standards, but really doesn't matter. I really could care less about views and that stuff. As long as I'm having fun, it's a good time. 80 of those 1,000 videos have been live streams. Excuse me. And then the other 920 have been basically just YouTube videos. So technically, I'm not at 1,000 videos, like 1,000 full videos yet. We're still about 80 away from reaching that milestone, but close enough, I guess. So, but yeah, overall, crazy to be at 1,000 videos. Nonetheless, whether 80 of them is live streams or 920 of them are videos, still a pretty crazy milestone. So when you look at the most popular, you kind of see a trend here. A lot of them are from this year. And that really goes to show how this year was really a big step for my channel. Because before that, I think the most views I was getting on videos was like 800, 900. But this year, we cracked the 1,000 view count multiple times. And by the way, this does not include live streams in the most popular. If it was including live streams, I think the most popular would be like not almost 10,000 views. So yeah, but overall, the most popular video I've ever made was What's Wrong with the Edmonton Oilers. It got 3,700 views. It definitely did blow up. I remember that day when it blew up. I went crazy. And obviously, that was during a time where the Oilers were pretty bad. Dave Tippett was the coach, and there was all those rumors about that. Eventually, they finally fired him, so obviously, he is gone now. But yeah, that was a very interesting video at the time, and it's crazy. When I made that video, I had no idea that the Oilers would make the conference finals. So yeah, I might have caused that. The second most popular video is a video that I made actually like 3 weeks ago. Talking about how the Bruins have been red hot. They had an insane month of October. They were playing unbelievable. That video got 2,600 views. It stands as the second most popular. I thought that was crazy that that video was made like 3 weeks ago and it's now second and most popular, which kind of blew my mind. But yeah, still pretty popular. Definitely was a very fun video to make. I definitely enjoy making videos on the Boston Bruins. You will see that when I go look at the team playlist numbers. So yeah. At number 3, you have the dominance of the Carolina Hurricanes, which is another video that did really well. That was during that time frame where like videos for me were doing crazy. Like from January to June was like the best I've ever been on this channel. Statistically, we've kind of fallen back to earth and fallen back to some numbers I had last year, but still really good. And yeah, the video about the Hurricanes did very well. I remember a lot of people were talking about it. It stayed, and the thing about that one too was that it stayed relevant like months later, and it still is kind of relevant. I still see sometimes it still sometimes gets views, which is pretty crazy. So that may even change as time moves along. Number 5 was actually one of our first news-related videos. It's actually the first ever video of mine that reached over 1,000 views. It was the Vancouver Canucks firing Travis Green. Obviously, that same night they fired Jim Benning. Things went crazy in Vancouver, and then obviously they brought in the new management with Rutherford and Boudreau, and now it looks like that management might get fired as well, but we're not going to go too in depth there. But yeah, obviously a very interesting time in Vancouver. They were god-awful. I remember jerseys were being thrown on the ice. They were saying, fire Benning, and they were louder than ever. The Benning chants were obviously, they were always there, and they'd been there for years, but, that season, they were intense. So, obviously, Aquilini was forced to fire Benning. But, yeah, definitely one of the more popular videos. The next one, number 6. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed one. While I was, doing these, I missed a video. So actually, number 4 is the tier ranking off seasons video. So obviously that video got 2,300 views. That's gonna be one of my favorite videos I've ever made. I love making the tier ranking videos. They are very enjoyable and a lot of fun to make. So definitely that one being number 4 isn't a surprise. I remember when that one blew up as well. So yeah, those are the only 4 that have peaked the 2,000 view count in the channel's history. So out of 1,000, only 4 have done that. So it's not really that big of a deal though. Then at number 6, you have a season preview, and it's for this year, 2022-23. It's of the Detroit Red Wings. That video got 1,500 views. Obviously, I love doing season previews. It's honestly my favorite time of the year. I love doing them. They're really enjoyable and a lot of fun. So yeah, obviously Detroit did very good. Apparently, I was looking at like the stats for like team playlist numbers. Detroit, I've made the least amount of videos on. I've made like 15 videos on the Red Wings compared to some others. I'm making like 60 videos. But yeah, I definitely need to make more videos talking about the Detroit Red Wings. At number 7 is a series preview for last year's playoffs round 2. It's Blues versus Avalanche. Obviously, a very intense series that got 1,400 views. And number 8 was then another season preview. It was for the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal videos have done very well. You'll see that I've made a lot of them. That video obviously got 1,400 views as well. At number 9, it was about the Flyers hiring John Tortorella, and that was 1,100 views. And then at number 10, I tier ranked home and all jerseys, and that got 1,000 views. So yeah, those are all my top 10 most popular videos. To other YouTuber standards at 1,000 videos, it might be a little bit worse, but I'm proud of what I've gotten done, and I'm proud of these videos. And these videos were all a lot of fun to make. And genuinely, a lot of my videos are really, really a lot of fun to make. And that's kind of why I enjoy this. When you look at team playlist numbers, you ask the question, well, how many videos has he made on a certain team? And so far, leading the way is Montreal with 57 videos. That's crazy. Like, over 3 years, I've made almost 60 different videos talking about the Montreal Canadiens. Then following in second is the Tampa Bay Lightning with 53 videos. Obviously, no surprise there. They've won 2 Stanley Cups in the time that I've had this YouTube channel and my overall platforms. So obviously, they're going to be pretty high up there in the standings. Number 3 is Toronto with 47 videos, which isn't really a surprise. I mean, like, Toronto, they're always causing controversy. They're always making moves. In fact, the 1,000 video on this channel was the trade with Connor Timmins. So, obviously, you know, that plays a factor as well. Number 4 is Boston with 46 videos. Obviously, as I said, I really enjoy making Bruins videos. And I'll talk about this later on, but, like, the Bruins were one of those teams that, like, I really started to have a differing opinion on them. I used to hate them when the channel started. Now they're one of my favorite teams. And, I mean, like, same goes for Montreal. I've liked Montreal a lot more as I've made more videos on them. Tampa Bay as well. I always liked Tampa Bay, but I seem to like Tampa Bay more, and then Toronto as well. Then, obviously, at 5th is Philadelphia with 45 vids. Obviously, you know, Philadelphia, my favorite team, so obviously I'm going to make a lot of videos on them. Definitely more coming with how they're playing. Then in 6th is Vegas with 43 videos. Obviously, Vegas is another one of those teams that I talked about a lot. They made the conference finals like twice when I've done this, and obviously the videos about them missing the playoffs, and they're always making news too. So yeah, definitely makes sense that I made 43 videos. The Islanders too, I made 42 videos on. I was surprised by that. Like, a team that back in 2020 I hated, and I remember I made a video talking about how much I hate the Islanders and how unpopular it gets. And it took a while for me to rebuild my good relationships with Islanders fans because they didn't like me for a while after that. And I get it. I was like in 7th grade, so like obviously I was going to hate teams. Now I really don't anymore. I kind of like every team in the league now. I'll go through some time periods where I hate teams because like they do something I don't like. But apart from that, I have good relationships with all the teams. And number 8 is Ottawa with 35 videos. And number 9 is Vancouver, also with 35 videos. And then number 10 is Edmonton with 34. So, very interesting channel numbers there. I think, like, the least, obviously, Detroit as well. I haven't made that many videos about San Jose. Seattle's another team, too, but they're relatively new. So, yeah, I mean, like, I've been doing this. This is my 4th season doing hockey coverage on here. So obviously, a team like Seattle, when they've only been in the league for 1 year, this is their second season. Obviously, I haven't made that many videos on them. So I mean, yeah, but I've still tried to stay consistent with teams and making videos on them. Some other numbers here. I made 76 trade videos. So 76 of the 1,000 videos, almost a tenth is trade videos, which I think is kind of crazy. Some of the biggest trades that I've covered, Jack Eichel is the one that comes to mind. I think also another one too is the Huberdeau blockbuster deal with Tkachuk, but the Eichel deal as well. I'm trying to think of other trades that have happened. I mean, there was the Claude Giroux trade. There's been like pretty much every trade from the past couple trade deadlines I've more or less covered. Then you have 95 signing videos. I know like Alex Pietrangelo to Vegas, Nick Paul re-signing with Tampa. Pretty much all the recent ones is the ones I can remember, but like ones from last year too. Landeskog re-signing. Yeah, I've made a lot of signing videos over the past 3 years. 32 different staff videos, and that basically means just like staff getting hired or fired or anything like that. Coaches being fired or hired. I've covered Bruce Cassidy, Rick Bowness. I've covered so many different coaches. Bruce Boudreau, Travis Green, as I mentioned. Alain Vigneault. There's some teams where I've covered like 3 of their coaches being fired, which I thought was crazy when I saw it. But yeah, I've covered like 3 different teams and like 3 different coaches they've had. So kind of crazy. And then all as well as that, I've made 20 milestone videos, so pretty much like subscriber related videos. That's basically really what I've done. Maybe I include anniversaries in that playlist too, but yeah, 20 videos is obviously the 21st. But yeah, that's the numbers through 1,000 videos. If I had to pick a video that I made that was my favorite, like 1,000 videos to pick one is incredibly difficult as it is. I would probably say, like the season previews were really enjoyable. But I'm probably gonna have to say the tier ranking videos. Like those were really enjoyable. Season previews as well were a lot of fun to make over the past 3 years. And like the part about that too is they also do really well. And the thing that I like too is making videos on all the teams. I have a requirement to make videos on all the teams. It's very difficult to cover all 32 teams in the NHL, so obviously that plays a factor. And sometimes I cover more teams than others, and maybe that's for view counts, or that's just like for my own general liking. Like Montreal, they do pretty well view-wise. Tampa, not really. Tampa really hasn't done that well view count-wise for me lately, and they're obviously at 53. So, it really depends on how much I like the team, too. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's the numbers through 1,000 videos. Whatever the next 1,000 videos has to hold, we'll definitely look back at this video when it comes that time. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching. For us pros, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe down below if you are new, and let me know what your favorite video was that I've ever made. It's pretty weird to think that I've made 1,000 of these, but yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.